we're just making it here to the job of the day. This morning we actually have a huge job at the 100-acre farm. We were able to get the road closed down. All the trees are actually on the side of the road, so we need the road closed for this job. The town was nice enough to close this section off for us. They also closed off the section up there. They have a bit of leaf cleanup they need to knock out, but today will be the only day that the road is closed. We have a bunch of work down there, so we got to hopefully knock it out today. Let's head down there so I can show you guys a little bit of the trees, start knocking stuff out, getting everything all ready to go. But you can start seeing X's. Every single tree that has an X is coming down. We have a couple here, one there, that one there, and a bunch over there by the chip truck. Where you see the bucket truck, that's actually where the road is closed. So from there all the way down this road to where the other bucket truck is, I don't know how well you could see it, but there's another bucket truck with another chip truck over there. All the way over there, that's where we're ending. There's a bunch of dead trees on the left side and the right side that we're going to be removing. It's going to take a couple days to knock out, but we're going to start moving along. The guys are sharpening up all the chainsaws, getting that all ready to go, and we're going to start knocking out trees. This is the first one we're going to drop. You can see the guys already have a rope around the top. We're going to get a chainsaw ready to go, quickly knock this one out so we can start knocking out the rest. Got the bucket truck all set up. Bernardo's getting all ready. We're moving on to this one tree you see. The plan is to hopefully cut it about halfway, have everything drop in that area, and then we'll drop that final piece, and then we'll worry about cleaning it up. Those logs, I'll be able to bring them up to here. That isn't an issue. We don't have to worry about that. Not too sure how many we could knock out. They're all in a pretty difficult spot, and we're trying to avoid breaking any branches from any of these surrounding trees. So we'll see how it goes. Right now we're gonna get everything chipped up while Bernardo gets all ready to go. Start knocking stuff out. Alright, so we managed to bring down the big section of this tree. All that's left is to drop this final piece. The first big one went a little bit to the right on us, but luckily the branches are completely dead, so it didn't damage any of these on this tree. There's one hanging there from the branch when it came down, but that isn't an issue. Right now we're going to drop this final piece, and then we have that one tree right behind it. All right, so we just dropped this final piece. This was actually the last tree in this section. Now all that's left is to clean up all those branches. These logs, we're actually going to pick them up another day, but I think I'm going to stack them up in a single pile. That way we don't have a bunch of logs just scattered all over the place. I'm thinking maybe in this area here, so when we come by and pick them up, we'll bring them out through here, put them on the road, and then load them up into the truck. But we'll see what we'll do. Right now we're going to clean up all this area, leave it all nicely cleaned up, and stack up all this wood. Got all the logs piled up. That's all ready to get picked up. We're still working on cleaning up this area. You see Daniel's passing by, picking up all the little branches, making sure this is all cleaned up. Right now we're gonna move on to the next set of trees, but first we'll quickly knock this out and we'll move on. We're getting ready to knock out this one with the X. You can see it's gonna be a real pain, especially trying to not break any branches. And we have these wires to worry about. The bucket truck's already in a weird spot. He's gonna have to dodge that one wire. That isn't really a big deal, but not breaking any branches of the surrounding trees, that's gonna be the most difficult part, but we'll see how we can knock it out. And I also don't know how well you could tell, but we have the power lines right there as well, so we have to be very careful with those lines. Right now we're just really worried about the tree on the right side there. It's in our way to bring down all those branches, and we don't really want to damage it, but we're gonna bring everything down, hopefully dodging it without breaking anything. And if we do break something, we'll clean it up so we can leave it nicely cleaned up. We got that one piece, slowly bringing it down, and it just got stuck. All right, let's deal with bringing this down, and then I'll bring it back once we're bringing down the rest of the branches. Managed to get this first branch down, and Danny's getting the chipper all ready to go, get this one chipped up. I'm just gonna set up the camera on time lapse so you guys can see the whole process of the tree getting taken down. That way I could concentrate on helping Danny get these branches down while Joni runs the ropes. Managed to get this tree down. You can see the guys there grabbing all those branches right now. It was a bit of a struggle, especially having this tree right next to it. We ended up having to cut one branch off of it, but we didn't damage any of the tree. We just cut that one there, so it was a little bit easier to bring the branches down. Now the plan is I'm gonna grab these logs and try to toss them over this fence just to get them near that pile. I did find an opening around that fence on that side, but it's a bit of a distance, so I think the better thing to do here is to toss them over the fence and just stack them right there on that pile, so when we come by to pick up these logs, they're a bit easier and we don't have to come on this side here. All set there, got that area nicely cleaned up. Now we're gonna move on to these two here. Luckily these are actually over the road, but they are over the power line, so we have to be careful with that. But we'll hopefully not need to go across the fence to bring anything over. Hopefully everything will land on this side, and then that small one shouldn't be an issue. We'll knock that out, no problem. Managed to knock out this tree no problem. We actually got the wood already all stacked up. Still got to clean up this road, leave it nice and clean, and we got to clean up this grass area. But it's already getting pretty late, so we're gonna work on this small tree. I don't know how well you could tell, but it's that one there in the center. We're gonna quickly knock that one out so we can call it a day, and I'll catch you guys back up once we get it knocked out and we're ready to head back to the shop. The guys are just cleaning up the road, making sure that's all cleaned up. Now tomorrow we got to pass by in the morning to pick up these logs, get those out of here, and then we're going to continue down the road with the trees. Right now we're going to finish up with the road, making sure that stays clean for tomorrow, and then we're going to head back to the shop, call it a day. Just making it back home. We were able to get everything done. Super dark outside though, but I do want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips from me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.